Na, mindenkinek szép estét kívánok. Sziasztok, srácok, fiúk, lányok. Ugye én felvételről nektek leadom a Biathlon világbajnokság női 7,5 kilométeres versenyt. Tudom, hogy ki nyert, de aki nem tudja és kíváncsi rá, hogy, aki nem látta, akkor azt tartson velem, és végig fogom nektek ugye közvetíteni, ugye persze ugye angol ugye kommentátor lesz alatta, de majd én mondom nektek, hogy mit kell tudni, mit nem. Az a lényeg, hogy itt is az a lényeg, hogy 7,5 kilométert kell futni, 2 lövészet van, először egy fekvő, a második álló, úgy, mint ugye tegnap a férfiaknál. Az a lényeg, hogyha elrontasz egyetlen egy lövést is a fekvőből, vagy az állóból, akkor ugye ki kell menned egy, vagy akár több büntetőkörre, és az a lényeg, hogy nem mindegy, hogy mennyi előnnyel érsz be a célba, vagy esetleg hátrányal, mert ugye holnap rendezik a férfi és ugye a női üldözéses versenyt, ami ugye meghatározza a rajtsorrendet, mert igazából a holnapi 2 üldöző versenynek az lesz a rajtsorrendje, amit ugye ebben a számba ugye futnak. Szóval nem mindegy, hogy 20 másodperccel érsz be az első helyen, szóval hát ugye 20 másodperc az előnyön, vagy esetleg 10 másodperc, vagy csak ugye 1 másodperc. Ez amúgy fontos nagyon. Na nézzük, akkor kezdjünk is bele. Pokjukát a helyszín továbbra is, úgyhogy a női verseny. Na nézzük, hogyha az igazság is akarja. Igen, na nézzük. Na mindenkinek jó szórakozást kívánok, mindenkinek jó szórakozást kívánok, mindenkinek jó szórakozást kívánok, mindenkinek jó Majd a rajtsorrendet meg az ilyesmit majd mondom nektek közben. Pokjuka a helyszín továbbra is. Egy nagyon szép környékről van szó, úgyhogy Tehát ugye annak idején ugye reggel ugye még ugye napsütés volt. Na szóval akkor a mezőnkből, akire figyelni kell ugye Davidova, Anim Brekava, ö, Herman, ö, ö, a norvég, Tande volt, ugye Marte Osbö, Főzeland, aki ugye vezeti az összetett világkupát. Figyelni kell Brejszázra, esetleg ugye, és itt van Osbö. Franciska Prajcek ugye szintén ugye nagyon nagy favorit ő is, hogy talán össze. Most az a kérdés, hogy vajon a német. Itt van Ekhoff, aki ugye vezeti a szakági világkupát, azért van rajta a piros trikó. Most az a legnagyobb kérdés, hogy vajon Lisa Teresa Hauser, ugye, aki megnyerte idén ugye most már megvan az első világkupa győzelme. Hanna Öberg szintén nagyon favorit, főleg, hogy ugye biztos látta, hát hogy ugye tegnap a honfitársa Martin Ponsimóra lett a világbajnok. Dorothea Viere szintén, aki nagyon nagy esélyes. Úgyhogy igazából a németeknek nagyon kéne nagyon kéne most mennünk a németeknek, mert nagyon nincs eredményük most nagyon, úgyhogy nagyon kell nekik mennünk. Nem is tudom, hogy lesz-e magyar induló. Szerintem nem lesz. Itt is ugye az oroszok ugye RBU nevezetű zászlóval fognak rajtolni. Az a lényeg, hogy azért, mert ugyanis ugye még mostantól bevezették azt Oroszországba, hogy ugye ilyen nagy világeseményen, olimpiában, ugye VB-n nem képviselték az országot. Eléggé meleg van tegnaphoz képest. Tegnap azért volt eléggé szél is. Hó is esett az egész verseny alatt, most meg ugye süt a nap, úgyhogy na, itt a pálya, amit ugye 3-szor kell majd megtenniük a hölgyeknek. Sokkal rövidebb, mint a férfiaké. Sokkal rövidebb. Start and first platform. Na, megnézzük újra. Megnézzük, hogy mennyi egy kör a 7,5 km-es pályán a hölgyek számára. Szóval ott hallottam, hogy a németeknek, hogyha lesz is esélyük egy VB éremre, akkor az inkább a hölgyeknél lesz, mert a férfiaknál nagyon elszólták a tegnapi versenyt, úgyhogy... És itt lesznek 1300, majdnem 1380 méter felett, és itt lesz a második mérőpont, és tudni kell, hogy a lőtér van a leges legalján a pályának. Azon a legalább. Szóval Davidova, Arim Blekova, aki érdekes lesz, Herman, Ingrid Landmark, Trandevold, aki nagyon Rőzeland, Rejszáz, hát még talán még Olena, Pindusina, Franciska Preuss, Ekhoff, még Sárbatova is, Persson, Chevalier, Hauser, Simon, Elbirőberg ugye, utána jön a nővére Hánőveg, és ugye itt lesznek a Fiálkova nővérek, Ivona és Paunea, hetig Camilla Zsuk, ugye, az Európa bajnok. Selena Gasparin is ugye, érdekes nevek még, Nottent hozták a norvégok, a nőknél, ott van Paulina Fiákova, van a Börson is érdekes lesz, Puskárcsikova is, Weissemelenko is elindul, Katarina Lindenhofer, még ő is talán még, Susan Dunkley ma ünnepeli a 35 éves, mármint a 35. születésnapját. Italian is részt vesz, ennyi. Itt a végén már nagyon nincs olyan név, aki nagyon közbeszólhat a VB címén. Na hamarosan elrajtol a mezőny.
Apologies, we seem to be having a few technical issues at the start of this biathlon coverage this morning. Looking forward to what should be an absolutely fantastic race, and as we wait to connect with Patrick Winterton and Mike Dixon, our two biathlon experts, time just to take a look at the start list for this women's 7.5k sprint. And speaking to Mike Dixon earlier on today, he was telling me what a wide open race this could be. As always with the sprint, it's going to come down to the range. I suspect someone's going to have to be close to perfect in order to make this count. But some class acts out there today. Marta Olsbu-Roysland looking very good indeed at the start of this Biathlon World Championships. Very good performance in the team relay from her, and then Tirolekov. Watched her warming up earlier today, but she, in all honesty, didn't look too comfortable down at the range, but we will see. Tirolekov certainly a name in there, along with Roysland, and then after that, well, pick any from a group of very talented athletes. Chevalier Boucher of France will be looking to get in amongst it, certainly, and can't count out Oberg either. So a super lineup for this women's 7.5k, and a big field as well, going right down through to bib 99 with Sarah Baudry of Canada. Conditions today absolutely superb. As you can see, sun high in the air, so certainly warmer temperatures than we've had for the start of this race. As our athletes start towards the line, it'll be Marquette Davidova of the Czech Republic.
Hát elkezdődik a 7,5 kilométeres női sprint verseny, és akkor az első hölgy, aki elindul, Marketa Davidova.
So first athlete just about ready to go to the gate. As we prepare to get this women's 7.5k sprint world championship race underway.
Na, csehktől Marketa Davidova kezd.
The women's 7.5k sprint here at the World Championships in Pokjuka in Slovenia, and the first out of the gate in this 99-woman field will be bib number 1, Marketa Davidova of the Czech Republic. Athletes going away at 30-second intervals, and conditions here just wonderful. Beautiful long shadow cast by the high sun.
És akkor a finnektől Mari Éder.
Finland prepares to go out from the gate next. He is the senior to Marketa Davidova.
Aki korábban nem ír, ugye Mari Laukkanen, csak ugye félhez ment.
The defending champion goes bib 11. Marta Olsbu-Roysland will be leaving the gate a little later. She goes bib 11, and we've got her compatriot Tirolekov going 18, but a whole host of names in there. It really is going to come down to that beautiful combination of ski speed but also accuracy at the range, and how many risks the likes of Roysland want to take in terms of going out hard in the first and second legs between the shoots. Bit free then. Tinara Alabakeva of Belarus. Keep an eye on the athletes as they leave the starting gate. We'll also look out towards the range as they get there to see what early times are being established.
A lettektől Hajba Bendika.
Next away for Latvia, should be followed by Canada. Todorova. Then the rather out of sorts, Denise Herrmann goes bib 7 for Germany, but we know what she can do. The skinny skis on. She's just getting ready. If she can get it right at the range today, well, who knows? Maybe Herrmann can get in amongst it.
Ötösen.
Linda,
Ötösen. Emma
away. What a season it's been in Nordic sport for the North Americans.
És akkor érkezik Davidova
So far.
a legész 85 kilométeres mérőponton.
Biathlon, they've had some really good performances. Davidova having a lone figure on climb, so she'll set our first time the opening intermediate split. Couple of technical problems connecting with our Eurosport biathlon experts, Patrick Winterton and Mike Dixon this morning, but hopefully they will be with us very shortly.
És hetesen rajton Denise Herrmann.
So, big name. When she gets it right, we know how devastatingly quick Denise Herrmann can be on the skis. The ski speed is good. Can she get it right at the range? And be in the hunt for a place on this World Championship podium here at in the women's 7.5K sprint. We've said it time and time again about the lack of crowds at sporting events at this moment in time. It is all the more noticeable when you come to the big championships. So Davidova making her way through this course. At the range soon. And it's how hard you want to go coming into the range. A lot of athletes will have a particular game plan in terms of how many risks they want to take. There's the defending champion, quick shot there of bib 11.
Ingrid Landmark.
As we go back to Ingrid Landmark,
Tehát
of Norway.
volt.
To leave the gate next will be Estonia's Johanna Kaher. It will be Royston to follow, who may be the athlete to set the early pace in today's race. Well, I'm hoping we've got our Eurosport expert Mike Dixon now connected and on the line. Fingers crossed. He'll be joining us soon. Here he is. Good to hear from you, Mike. The race is underway.
Thank you very much, Simon, and sorry for those technical issues. And yes,
És akkor ott az összetett világkupa vezető egyben a tavalyi világbajnok ennek a szakánknak, Máté Rőzel. Hát tőle várják a legtöbbet végül. Ugye a Bonya Martin lett világbajnok idén.
With this pressure every single race. Well, there's warm-up pen, and this is out the course now. Alibekova, she started her season so well, and taking a title, taking a second place. And lost her way a little bit pre-Christmas, but showed her form again after Christmas. And well, you can see the time there from Davidova, plus 9.1. So I had expected her form a little better than that, but at the moment she's a little off the pace. Maybe an economical start. So Freud's there just trying to keep those hands warm, and here's Reza Boucher. Well, we know that she's
kiemelkedő versenyző.
Top 5 ski times, all she needs today, I say all she needs today, as they all do, is to hit 10, and Reza Boucher really has an opportunity, really can place herself up there on the podium. Davidova, this was is one of her favourite venues. This is the venue where she first of all placed on the podium. She finished 3rd place, only 21-year-old then, a couple of years ago. 3rd place in the individual. Perfect shooting on that occasion. Sadly, she's lost her way a little in terms of shooting this season. The lanes 1 to 15 are pro, and this is the lane 14, and she's zeroed, so very sensible taking the option of lane 4. The wind is strong today. First athlete in, she's adjusting the sights. They finished zeroing, what, 20 minutes ago. Last opportunity. It's a very bad start for Davidova.
Hibával kezd Davidova. Többen rajta
Taking a long time, you can see there in between each shot after that nervousness. There goes Franziska Preutz. She's one of my favorites for today. She's not a renowned winner on a regular basis, but her form was excellent and shooting well in the relay. Really sad start there for Davidova.
De még az érem se lehet már éde.
From the left, they were quite settled earlier on. They were quite calm in terms of zeroing. It's picking up and up to 5-7 kilometers an hour the wind. So all the athletes will be a little more careful when it comes to their shooting speeds today. Marie Eder living most of her time and training in Austria with her husband. This is good, careful shooting. Look at the time there. Often we see 1.9, 2.2 seconds between each shot, but we're on the 4s and 5s today. It has paid off for Eder, so a wonderful start there.
És megérkezett Alim Beka.
Hits the target, she really places herself, has a good ski speed, potential for a top 5. Alim Bekova. Now, just have a look at, I'm having a look at her time in the range. Well, she's 11 seconds off the fastest Davidova into the range. One penalty, so certainly so far the first athletes through the first shoot. Well, we've only had Eder with a clear. Davidova missing 2. Here goes Tyrell Eckhoff. She's been quite fantastic this season when it comes to sprint racing, but at the World Championships last year, dare I say, she missed a total of 6 in this race, finishing 59th. Well, you saw Emma there throwing off her mittens, and that's quite sensible. Get the first 5-6 minutes off your race, 7 minutes actually into the range. Get the hands warm early on, very, very sensible. Now into her normal racing gloves, and you feel that through the rifle. You need to have a very good feel through the rifle. The big mittens can put that feel, or that feeling aside. The first shot for Emma, nor the second. An adjustment, I would say, required on her sights. Well, Emma Lunder normally shoots so well. World Cup racing, she's 88% hit rate in terms of pro, 90 in stand. She's even better in stand, but a very poor start there for Emma. Denise Herrmann, fastest ski time in the mixed relay. Now, this is the part of her biathlon that she's been lacking a little all season, apart from the very first race, where she finished second. Ah, the perfect start, and quite fearless there. Coming towards her, 3 seconds, 3.3 in between each shot. What a brilliant start for Denise Herrmann. And look at the clock there, she's going to be way up in terms of lead time ahead of Eder, 22.3 ahead. Couldn't ask for a better start. We know she's got the ski speed, Herrmann. She's now found the accuracy with the right on the second 2.5 kilometer track. Korsegina. Lithuania, they did well at the European Championship. She was part of the team in the mixed relay. And so often recent positive results obviously carry into your next race. Hopefully that is the case today. Tandrable, small screen coming in. Left-hander probably 4 or 5 left-handers in the field.
És már van két hibája, hogy a Korceginának. Na nézzük, talán de volt.
This is going to be an interesting race. We'll see how Tandrevold gets on in the small picture.
2-2.
Well, just under 17 seconds Tandrevold to the first shot and looking very controlled.
4-4. És 5-5.
Tandrevold clear, Korceginá, you can see there, she only hit 1 out of 5. 4 penalty looks for the Lithuanian, all the way out for Tandrevold. Another fabulous start, but a little surprised the time. She's quite a margin behind Denise Herrmann. Should still place her into second, it does. And often Tandrevold taking a conservative start in terms of speed for slap.
Be se fog jutni le a legjobb 60 hónapi üldözéshez, na nézzük már az Új-Zélandot. 2-2. 3-ból a 3. 4-ből 4. És 5-ből 5.
Great start. The clock isn't going to be in favor. It's going to be close to Denise Herrmann's time as she exits the range. In fact, maybe just a little behind, maybe a couple of seconds behind, but that's okay. She's got the advantage of being giving the split times, and it's 3.6. She will get that information quite quickly on the track, but it's a brilliant start for Martin Deutschland. She had a fabulous World Championships last year, 5 gold medals. There were 7 races, 5 gold and 2 bronze. The best ever male or female outcome at a World Championships.
Szerintem ő Brace 100 lesz, ha minden igaz.
So, the wind, you can see the flag there, that flag's at 5 meters from the firing point.
Igen, Justin Brace 100, na nézzük.
That's it, you can see the snow there, there's a strong gust coming through the range right now. Maybe she'll take her time to this first shot. Just hear her getting her breath under control.
Meg is van 1-ből 1.
That looked to me, I know the cameras are a very slight angle from the left, but they're going low left. That was 6 o'clock within the hit range. And it's just a golf ball size target. You could put a golf ball in that throw and hit section. That was an edge top right at 2 o'clock, but it doesn't matter. You can see her mittens. She's going to put them back on. And, well, minus 11. Then you've got the wind chill factor today, so it's a testing day physically out there. But all the biathletes well used to this in terms of training. Surprisingly, 25.7. Taking her time with the gust coming through for her first shot. Freud's into the range. Well, she's only 7 seconds off the pace. Oh, it's very windy and it's moving the fall of the shots over left side. Last shot was almost a bullseye. Look at the flags. That was a brave shoot at 30.7 seconds.
És Biathlon, ez is top rajz. Szerintem ő is belefozott a érembe.
7.1 behind our teammate Herrmann. Well, as always, the sprint race, it's a tight affair. That's Herrmann at 7.19 after the first shoot. Reuschland 3.6 behind. Now Kreutz 7.1 behind. 17 now, Sharvatova. She had the most fantastic day on this day last year in Antholz at the World Championships. She finished 3rd. I would suggest you need all the next 9 targets. She won't be finishing 3rd today with respect. She doesn't seem quite that fast. We just saw Öberg getting underway there. Well, that's a real pity for Sharvatova. She seemed a little confused there. What should I do? Adjust the rifle, adjust my position. Echo. Look at the time. That is a good time. It's 2nd fastest into the range. Only 2.1 behind. The wind isn't being kind at the moment. Nearly 20 seconds, so she did. Wait, normally she'll release in about 15, 16. So far, so good for Echo. Great job, well, 3 big name Norwegians, 5 shots fired, none of them missed from all 3. Wonderful start for the Norwegian team. And this will be competitive, of course it will. It's Tyrrell Echo. 5.3 behind. Incredibly, Reuschland and Eckhoff, they're so close in almost every race when it comes to ski speed. And Reuschland, I would say, just slight advantage. He often just pips Eckhoff in terms of that ski speed. So Hermann leads here, and the Germans need some good news. The men didn't do well yesterday at all. Reuschland second, Eckhoff third, but plenty big names still out there to go.
És akkor Bendika második visszatért teljesíti.
The European champion from what, a couple of weeks ago in Poland.
És egyet.
She missed one in the prone. You can see there she's already missed one in stand
Még egy
position.
hibázik.
Ah, that's a shame.
Talán még
So it's only 7 from 10 today, but the wind is a major factor today. You cannot hold that rifle steady with gusts of wind coming through the range.
Másik visszatéhez Dennis Hermann.
Now this is a huge test for Dennis Hermann.
Hibátlan volt, úgyhogy hogyha megint hibátlan, akkor lehet, hogy összejött az élet. De ahhoz viszont gyorsan is kell. Egyből egy. Kettőből és már is hibázik, úgyhogy mi lenne?
Hermann could still win this with missing one. She skis that fast.
Egyet rúgtott. Már kettő.
Oh, great day for Denise Hermann.
Hát
Now it's a penalty loop. Quite slow picking up the ski pole there, but she'll turn right onto the penalty loop, 150 meters. Her ski speed is excellent. She was the fastest in the relay, the mixed relay. But a great opportunity for Hermann today, and it hasn't gone all her way at all this season. Has given us a fifth in this race. That was a second World Cup of the season up in Finland. Chevalier Boucher. Great speed into the range. Ah, just what she needed. Chevalier Boucher.
Ennek a franciáként egy új véleményem. De ki tudja, hogy ahány lesz átveszi vezetést az elsőre visszatta. A másikra visszatét tolja Ingrid Landmark.
Hermann missed a shot, which accounts for about 25 seconds.
Egyből egy. Kettőből kettő. Három. És hibázik.
Often when it's windy, trying to go for a faster option is a good option.
Tandem volt. Itt nincsen élet. Hányézzük már túl műzeletet.
Didn't work out for Tandem. Missing 2 there out of 5.
A hibátlan. Akkor ott az érem.
Reigning champion. Little problem there often in the cold weather. It's more difficult to slide the rounds into the chamber.
Egy kis meglátom, kettőből kettő. És ront.
I thought she was very controlled after that mishap, but she's now missed one. Time is excellent there.
Még egyet ront.
I was about to say she could get by with missing one. She may not get by for a podium missing 2. We saw that yesterday with Johannes Tingesbø, the fastest man in biathlon in the men's field. He couldn't quite touch the podium with 2 penalties. Reuschland will be gunning for that podium without a doubt. The clock is still pretty good. She's got a huge advantage there coming in for her stand. She certainly would have liked at 1 penalty instead of 2. Hermann is still leading Bendika. Not many through though after the stand shoot. Hermann leads.
Szerintem Hermann
becomes a busy track, of course, 99 athletes on the same 2.5 kilometer route, and you often get a traffic jam. You're often getting athletes with fresher legs. They're starting their race, and there's Bendika on her last lap. Hermann 1:19 ahead of Bendika. But this is early days. Hermann is the pace setter here, the pathfinder, and this will be a tough time to beat. Reuschland has now departed the penalty loop. She would have been running level had she only missed one. She's 22.4 behind. The chase is on there for Reuschland. And well, over 2.5 kilometers. It's unlikely she's going to haul all of that time back.
Egyből egy. Kettőből kettő.
Have a look at the handhold. It's a real firm
Háromból
grip
három.
through the rifle to stabilize it. Looking very, very calm and
És
controlled.
kivár.
In the storm that is here in Pokjuka.
És ronda végig. Rejszáz.
Often that hesitation, it was nearly 10 seconds. You wait, you wait, you wait, and you hope, but
És rontott egyet
makes
Price.
a little tension and a snatch through the trigger.
Ki tudja, hogy lehet, hogy egy hibában még talán még
This time was very good for Freud's.
odaérhetek a top 3.
Oh, she's taking an age in between each shot. Often your brain just says, I need to hit these targets. The penalty loop is 23, 25 seconds. Oh, she's throwing a lot of time. The legs are shaking now. You can see her trying to take the tension away.
Szegény Price.
She really needs this after such a waiting game. 25.8 seconds. That was a penalty loop effectively to get the last shot. Thankfully she got it. Well, Hannah Uberg. Well, can't get a better start. Ski form has fluctuated throughout the season. She was very fast at the first 4 World Cups. It dropped away. Just get a quick look at the time as Uberg comes out. 14 seconds behind in second position.
És megpróbálod kell figyelni a felső képen, hogy
Eckhoff with clear shooting after her thrown.
Hogyha
She's in third place
lőszed,
into
akkor
the stand. Well done, Lina Heike. Shooting often has been a problem in World Cup racing, but today Heike has hit 9. That's a good shooting score today in these testing conditions.
Igen.
Eckhoff.
Kivár Eckhoff, kivár.
Third into the range. For Reusland. Remember, Mitch 2. Oh, this is a fabulous performance once again for Eckhoff. She really has had a brilliant season in terms of the sprint competition. 3 wins and 2 positions. She's the one to beat as she exits. It's going to be, what, 18, 17 ahead of Herman, 17.2 to the advantage. Eckhoff charging now, and when she knows there's a chance for goal, she'll dig even deeper. Davidova missing 2 and 2. Not the best day for her on the venue that she really does like, which brought her luck as a 21-year-old, placing third here, but it was an individual race. She hit all 20 that day. Well, there's Lynn Persson going through, taking a little glance up at the scoreboard. Dorothea Vera ahead of her.
Érkezik Lynn Persson a második részletéhez.
Now Persson, you can just see the blue tape on her earlobes. They often go white when it's this cold. Loss of blood, so just protecting them. She won't be thinking about that now. She'll only be thinking about getting these 5 targets. Denise Herman. They'll all be chasing her, especially Eckhoff. Eckhoff with 17-second advantage as she left the range after the second time. Herman probably doesn't know that yet, but for now, she'll have the lead time. Denise Herman finding her form again in terms of shooting. It hasn't gone well in many World Cups, but at the moment, she must be feeling pretty positive about her day at the World Championships. Look at the clock, 59, 58 seconds.
Nézzük, hogy ő Breisszáz mellett talán hibátlan lesz a franciáknak.
Advantage to the lead time as she came into the range.
Egyből egy.
French men yesterday had a brilliant day.
És hibás.
Silver and bronze.
Chevalier. Nézzük, hogy rontem még egyet Chevalier, és nem.
Great job. That last shot would have put the prone target down, and that's pretty good. Look at the flags. The wind forever moving the rifle when it's as strong as that from the front left. Look at the clock. It would have been great if she went straight out, but of course a penalty. She turns right onto the 150-meter penalty loop. Her ski speed is good. She won't challenge Eckhoff, but she may well challenge Herman's time.
Az első lövészete hibátlan.
Hannah Sola.
2-2.
Often said the day that she hits 10, she can win.
4-4.
Can it be today?
És hibátlan Hanna Szóla.
This is Hanna Sola's best day this season. She's shown a lot of great skiing, and now a real opportunity. She'll be amazed that little traffic jam here. She'll be amazed that this time is challenging, if not ahead of Echo at the World Championships. Hanna Sola, 10 out of 10, and taking the lead, 0.4 of a second ahead of Echo. Something of a surprise, because she normally only hits 7 out of 10 in this race.
Még a második helyet ezt meg tudja
szerezni,
venni kell. Nyert a fizedbeli második helyet.
Good in the pro and missing 2 in the stand. For now, it's second place.
Az sikerült is. Egyelőre.
Sandra Bowles will be disappointed. It was an awful lot worse last year where she finished 54th. Roychland missing 2. She looked like she was going to get all 9, but at the moment she's 21 behind, so she didn't really impact at all in terms of ski speed over the last 2.5 kilometers. Not gold this year, but it's still a fabulous time. Teleharm missing 3 targets. Estonian, many years on the World Cup circuit now. And very good in relays for Estonia, but some way off the pace today.
És benne az 5. helyen.
Well, 7.5 kilometers, we're at altitude here. It's a testing course, just under 300 meters of total climb. All the athletes exhausted as they cross the line. Well, that was another chance there to have a little view of Herman, but Eckhoff is the one to beat at the moment, and Chevalier Boucher losing a little time over the crossbar, over the first 800 meters from the range.
Mindjárt jövök, srácok. Csak egy kis zűrő.
So, Reza Boucher, look at the gusting wind here. I think that the wind is actually picking up as this race goes on, so the earlier starters may well have been a little luckier. Pokjuka, I thought she may do something unique, something special today. We saw her speed and her shooting ability on the mixed relay, but not quite fast enough today. Kreutz, I had a great feeling for Kreutz today. She took 25 seconds to hit her last shot. Well, that is incredible. And she's 28 seconds off first place. Heike, as a junior, she showed a lot of her potential. This year, she hasn't shot well. What about Hannah Öberg? 1 to go, and the wind is really moving the rifle. That's good shooting score in the standing. Eckhoff. Well, this could be the world record time in the sprint for the women today. 22.3 advantage ahead of Herman. The perfect score. She's mastered this event this year with 3 wins, 2 times second in the sprint competition. What a great day for Eckhoff. 59th she placed in this race last year at the World Championships. She's got it all back together this time around 1 year later. Still many big names out there, but that time will be very, very hard to beat, if it's all possible. We still have Solar, of course, leaving the range, 0.4 of a second advantage ahead of Eckhoff. She really has to have the ski time of her life. She knows it's Eckhoff, a very tough skier to beat on the track, and look at the time already, 800 meters, seeping away, losing seconds to her. Well, losing 10 seconds to her in the first 800 metres. It's all climbing, though, that first 800 from the range. Hetish, in 3 of the sprint races this season, she's hit the perfect 10 out of 10. She got all 5 thrown, but now 2 penalties standing. So a couple of times round the penalty loop. We're counting for around, what, today? About 23, 24, so around 50 seconds with 2 penalty loops. Just seeping away the time as you go round this penalty loop. So we saw Hannah Uberg missing 1 in the stand. She's 35 seconds adrift, so her ski speed not quite with her today. Vitozzi. Time is okay. She's taking a long time to shoot 1. She took 26 seconds off in and out within 26 seconds. She's so focused on getting all 10 targets that she's achieved it. Well done. Looking at Mags, that's why she was 26 seconds to the first shot, 46 seconds for the whole shooting process. But the advantage is no penalty loop. And look at the times here. This may well place her top 5. Taking a long time to get her ski poles on with the thick gloves. So Vitozzi, 5th position. Vitozzi just ahead of her. Denise Hermans 3-4 seconds ahead. Chevalier Boucher is some 11 seconds ahead. There's Boucher coming in now. Well, great ski time there from Chevalier Boucher. Hanasola, she left the range in first place, 2.5 kilometers to ski. She's lost time, but it's still a brilliant performance from Hanasola from Belarus. Skis fast so often she misses targets, but not today. She's in 3rd place. Chevalier Boucher just 2 seconds ahead, but 3rd place for now. And many of the big names now have at least gone through the first of the 2 visits to the range. So this is looking very positive for Hanasola. This looks like Vanessa Hintz, it is. Just 1 penalty, that's okay today. And she'll probably get out in, 10th position, just ahead of Vera. And for the Italian fans, for Dorothea Vera, she's missed 2 today, just as she did last year at home in Anholt in this race. So Vera, it's not going to be a podium for Vera, nor for Vanessa Hintz. But at least the positives are it's going to be a good start tomorrow in the pursuit competition. Tomorrow they start their race on how they finish today. Well, Teresa Hauser, she's had an incredible journey since after Christmas for the first time on the podium, and then she achieved it 5 times after Christmas. But unfortunately, not to be today. She has a chance tomorrow. And of course, did take silver medal on day 1 here in the mixed relay. Vitozzi, what a huge amount of time she used to release the first shot. 26 seconds to release the first shot. She's 29.6 behind. She did get all 10 though. And so far, I can only see 3 athletes who have managed to hit all 10 targets. Kamila Zuk. Oh, she recently won the European Championships pursuit competition. She said that it was a real confidence booster leading into the World Championships. On that occasion, she hit all 20 targets. Taking a long time, of course, the athletes changing the routines today totally with the gusty wind. There's no point in trying to release the trigger when your rifle has been moved outside of your control. So Kamila Zuk, European champion in the pursuit competition. She moved all the way up from 18th, finishing 18th in the sprint. The next day was the pursuit, and moving a long, long way forward. Well, confirmation there we have it. At 7.5, it's Tirolekov, 12 seconds ahead of Chevalier Boucher and 14 ahead of Hanasola. Herman just been knocked down. What a real shame. She went early. She didn't have any of the split times. She did set the fastest ski time in the mixed relay in the women's field. Reuschland, the reigning champion, well, it didn't go as she had hoped to date. And of course, Reuschland down in 5th place, 43 seconds behind Eckhoff. 31, it's Hannah Öberg. Good chance to see some of these steep climbs and then fast descents. All the work you give on the way up, you have to, well, control yourself in the downhills, sharp corners to the left and to the right. A testing course, all the athletes commenting on how tough this course is. Vitozzi, for me, has looked the best in terms of shooting and skiing, the sharpest she's been all season. 5th place. Vitozzi is, she's had 6th place. That was last year at the World Championships. She's had a 4th in this race at World Championships. So Hannah Öberg was expecting so much today, and sadly it hasn't turned out to be a podium position. Just looking less sharp on her skis. It's been a long season, intense before season where twice she was on the podium, or twice she took the victory. But today, some 58.8 behind. That's a big surprise. 58 tomorrow behind Eckhoff is a huge deficit in the pursuit as well. Still many big names out there. Selena Gasparin still out. She's been in good form, and great to see her.
Nézzük Selena Gasparin.
Now then.
Az első lövészet a hibátlan volt. És a második lövészet így, hogy hibátlan lesz.
Selena Gasparin. Olympic silver medalist, but that was back in 2014.
2-2. 3-ból 3. Hibázik.
Missed the fourth shot there.
És még egyet volt. Selena.
Well, the last shot smashed high as well. Almost a fearful reaction there, a delayed reaction through the trigger.
És jönnek Vitozzi a célba, hibátlan lövészettel.
Could have been a medal performance. Those 5 targets go down. Vitozzi, much better. She'll feel good tomorrow. She'll know that she's outside the medals as she was skiing around, getting all the split times from her coaches. But it's a good performance. Probably her season's best, and that's it. That's no bad thing at the World Championships.
És csak a 5. helyen van.
Vitozzi 37.7 behind, the perfect score, but remember she did lose 26 seconds, or used 26 seconds to the first shot. Well,
úgy tűnik hát, hogy akit a képen láthatunk. Eckhoff lehet, hogy ő nyeri meg ezt a VB címet, mert nagyon más. Bár csak így úgymond veszélyes lenne rá, úgyhogy ezt kijelenthetjük, hogy ő lesz az új világbajnok ennek a szakáknak a nőknél.
Dorothea Vera won't change things. She missed 2.
Jön a célba, Dorothea Vera.
Last year at home in Antholz, she finished 7th position and incredibly went through the next day to take the gold in the pursuit. But look at the time; it's a long way behind for tomorrow, behind Eckhoff. So Dorothea Vera and her massive fan base. Not today, maybe tomorrow. 13th position, 121 behind.
Van lesz a Hintz.
Did very well last year, Hintz.
Megelőzi Védert, de még persze.
From 14th to 5th at the World Champs last year, second in the individual. She had a very good run of fortune at the World
Nézzük
Championships.
Nottent. Ő hibátlan volt az elsőben. De nagy szél van.
Well, Notten took Third place in a sprint competition, early season. Her shooting has been excellent. And look at the desire to get these targets down. She's unaware the clock is ticking. At 21.9 seconds, she's just so focused on the perfect release. But the wind doesn't make that easy. Great that spread for the last shot. And nearly a minute total time on the range. Often she's out in and out within 26. That's just an indication of what the variable wind does to the biathletes. Knocked in with a 94% hit rate thrown and a 91% standing previously this season. Chevalier Boucher Sola coming through for for many, I'm sure, a surprise podium at the moment. Likely to stay there, I'm thinking.
Gyanítom, ez is lesz a vége. De azért nézzük meg többieket. A 35 éves Susan Dunkley.
Have a great mindset for World Championships. Susan Dunkley is one of them. Her first ever, her rookie season, she finished 5th in the individual in rope holding, hitting all the targets. Massive surprise there. And she's shown us so many times, last year taking the silver medal in this race, so many times that she can raise her game so high when she puts more pressure on herself.
Kettőbe kettő, Dunkley. 3-ból 3. 4-ből 4. És 5-ből 5.
Delighted that Susan Dunkley has put those 5 thrown down. The time is okay, the time is very good. It's really potential to challenge here. The American team coming down here quite early after the Antholz World Cup. Now that is very promising, 20.8 behind for Dunkley. And many of those ahead of her, Tangerville, Notten, Uberg,
Hibátlan volt az elsőre, visszattem,
many of those big names just ahead of her missed the target when it came into stand shooting.
És ott egyet.
It was looking very good until that fourth shot went wide.
És még egyet.
And the fifth. How often do we see that? 7 out of 7 or 8 out of 8, then shots 9 and 10. The pressure building up as you go along. So many athletes. Unfortunately, that can happen too.
Klemencic.
Well, both sisters racing today. 3:34 behind. Fairly new to biathlon, Polona. And well, I hope that is fast enough to start tomorrow
Katarina
in the pursuit competition.
Elsőre vészet. Nézzük, hogy Gerard Hőnig.
One victory in her career.
Itt fordult az osztrákok.
10-12 having had a poor Olympics, she finished here in Pokjuka, first place in the sprint competition.
És ott egyet igen.
I was about to say she needs a full 10, I would suggest. She dropped, was that dropping her glasses there? It was an accident. Technically, you shouldn't leave anything on the range. Jean-Marc Chablot, Swiss coach to the Swedish team. Scoping for Mona Brorsson. 33 seconds of drift you can see there as she came into the range.
Megint a nagy cél. És
quite a high position. Neck raised up. Many biathletes bend the neck forward, but she's often so careful and so accurate, but not today.
Csúnyán mellé még egy rund. Nagyon nagy cél.
Surprised Mona Brorsson. We have seen this before, though, when the World Championships were in Östersund, a windy day as well, where coming into the last shoot, she had some problems. Zero penalties thrown, 3 penalties standing. Well, Mironova from RBU team. Look at that shooting score. 2 misses prone, 4 misses standing. Just can't afford to shoot like that at a World Championships.
De nagy szél lehet, hogy még...
Top 20 even the stick, 3 or 5 behind.
Újja a szél nagyon.
Mironova. She's had some good results this season, the 26-year-old. She was 7th previous World Cup in Antholz in the individual, 6th in the mass start, and of course she was part of the relay winning team. But that's the cost of missing 6 targets. Selena Gasparin, great coming in for her final shoot, and great for the first 3 targets, but she missed the very last 2, and that really has put her back 55 seconds. Very good skiing, would have been so competitive had she managed to nail all 10 targets.
Nagyon jó. Tudott az idősebbik Gasparin. Nézzük a Amanda Linkfoot, egyetlen egy brit versenyző. Ugye hát a uraknál is van egyetlen egy brit versenyző, na nézzük. Egyből egy. Az első ilyen hibázott 2-t. És még egyet mond. Jó. És 4 hiba. Sok lesz. Lehet, hogy nem lesz itt a holnapi üldözés. De nézzük. Hanna Szóla. Ki a 3. helyen áll. És valószínűleg élete legjobb eredményét eléri. Világkupában. Mert nagyon nagy cél van, úgyhogy szerintem másnál nem lesz esélyes. Chevalier a második. Ezt már kijelenthetjük ő is. Meg azt is kijelenthetjük, hogy Titi Lakov lett az új világbajnok. 7,5 kilométer.
Many of the big names have been through it twice, the pro and the stand shoot. Tyrrell Eckhoff, so impressed, and Denise Herman earlier led the way.
Nem tudom, hogy az utána vagy milyen.
Catch up with Denise Herman to hear her story on how it went out there. At the moment, she's in 4th position.
Akkor az Nottán lesz. Nottán jön. 52-essel. Már a cél felé. Lehet, hogy benne lesz a top 30-ban.
Well, very interesting. Thanks to Lewis there for the interview. Very interesting there. Denise, she likes tough courses. Just explaining how tough it was out there and how disappointing. It is her best shooting score of the season. Shemerenko, we saw Valentina Shemerenko missing there in the stand, and now 24 seconds adrift on Eckhoff's time into the range. But often Ida shoots fast and mostly accurately. So far, so good. Great job. The wind was tough there. When the wind blows directly at you, it drops the ball of the shot quite low, so good discipline. And she didn't really break her fast shooting routine. She finds herself in 16th place. So only 23 from Lillehammer. Well, Lillehammer has become the main hub of biathlon in Norway. It's a beautiful place. Plenty options of endless tracks and a 40-lane range there. One of the biggest ranges out there. Megan Banks missing only 2 targets. It's going to be a good result for Megan. And finishing at the end, 25th, just ahead, you can see there of Shima. Shima, I thought may well threatened today. We saw her determination, her great shooting in the mixed relay. Over the same distance, they raced the mixed relay. And Megan Banks there just totally spent, nothing left in her legs. And that is the way of biathlon. You give it all out on the track. Paulina Pokjuka, we haven't seen much of her this season. In the past, she was in this venue. She's at a 4th position, a 6th position. And today, much better from what we've seen of Pokjuka previously this season. Missed out in the first couple of World Cups. And then training in Austria prior to the World Cup down there. 110 behind. Now that's okay for Paulina tomorrow. 110 behind in the pursuit. 74. She's building position. Katarina Innerhofer. Her only ever win was here, and it was in this race. In 2014. Well, total of 7 hits. Gerald Hönig, the German coach, who really has brought magic to the Austrian women's team, changing from his long role in German biathlon coaching. And Hönig bringing a huge amount of belief to this Austrian team. Stuic much improved. Teresa Hauser just has barely done anything wrong since Christmas. Her first ever podium and then repeated it another 4 times after Christmas. Unfortunately today, Hauser down in 9th place, 50 behind. And Innerhofer, you can see the awkward penalty loop here. You feel it, you feel it on your inside leg there as you go around these bends. The attack goes on and on. These endless climbs. Now for British fans, Amanda Lightfoot, she has been racing at the IBU Cup. She's missed pole today, unfortunately. After the second shoot, she was 307 behind, 66th position. Unfortunately, that won't be a start in the pursuit tomorrow. Amanda's yet to come across the finish line. Tequila there just dropping down. You can see the roller coaster course that it is here, picking up speeds of over 50 kilometers an hour, 55 in places on the fast descents. And there's a lovely overview of the range today. Slotting into lane 19. I was thinking Zakovic there, I was thinking the left side of the range down at lane 30 was slightly more protected from the wind. I'm surprised that more biathletes aren't coming into 28, 29 and 30. So, last of the RBU athletes, Zakovic. Time is okay, the time is good into the range at 16.8 adrift. So far, so good. Great. No hesitations there, limited hesitations. She's from Ekaterinburg. And this is her season's best performance. At the moment, in 10th place, only 17 behind. That's very promising for the RBU. So you can see the dips there, just the tip of the rifle coming up the climb. And it's good to see Susan Dunkley attacking, always attacking out on the track. Silver medalist in this race last year. Look at the shooting. She's incredible. She's got such a strong mind and focus. When she needs it, she can bring it to the game. Her shooting hasn't been, with respect, great this season. But when it matters most at a World Championship, so often Susan Dunkley shows her true colours, shows what she's capable of. And often that is a medal. Did it in Hofkirchen at the World Championships there, 2017. Did it last year in Antholz, and a very good race today. And Ace Bichon. Well, the sun going down and the race coming to towards the end. It looks like Tyrrell Eckhoff has this gold around her neck. Chevalier Boucher second, and Hanna Sola from the Belarus. She needed 10, she got 10 for a podium position. Her best race of the season so far.
Ez a véges 3. Ez kéne tegyük Hanna Solának a legjobb eredményét érte ráadásul. A VB-n egy harmadik hely, másik lett Anna is. Chevalier Boucher és a VB majd 7,5 kilométeren Tiderekov, aki átveszi majd jövőre a tétát. Még se Norvégónak lett egy aranyéra a tegnapi férfi teljesítményükkel.
She's ahead by 12 seconds, and Chevalier Boucher missing one target. What a ski pace from Chevalier Boucher. And that's going to be an almighty battle on the tracks tomorrow between those two. Hanna Sola only 14 behind. Susan Dunkley coming in just the last few meters, exhausted. A late starter, she's had all the information ahead of her. And she'll be, I'm quite sure, happy with this performance. The results this season have been variable. The shooting, today it's perfect. Well, hopefully we will have a chance to pick up on Tyrrell Eckhoff soon. But here she is coming up. We'll get her story, what it feels like to be the new world champion.
Erika Janka. Ő hibát volt az első részletben. Na nézzük a másodikat. Egyből egy. Kettőből kettő. Háromból három. Egyből négy. Ötből öt. És hibátlan Janka. Hát de viszont rosszul. Hát nagyon lassan fut, de azért a elindulásnak meg lehet, mármint úgymond a legjobb 60.
Well, Tyrrell, she's so honest in the interviews. Often when it's windy days, she doesn't perform that well. Today she just seemed to be calm throughout the whole race. And interesting there, her legs just didn't but she certainly, to me, the technique looked good. She felt it was a little off, but clearly fatigued there. Lance Schneider, this is great performance from her. Young and talented athlete coming through for the Italian team. So the tail end athletes, and I think the wind conditions a little kinder at this stage. Kaisheva from the RBU, she missed 2 in thrown. She needs 5 in the stand. No messing about there. 11 seconds to the first shot. That's incredible.
Kaisheva az első részletben ott a második kilátni. Neki is meg lehetett a top 30 végén.
Fabulous 5 out of 5. From Nijev, the 26-year-old, she's a manager of tourism in her day job, although I suspect that most of the day job it has to be as a biathlete is training on almost a full-time basis. So Kaisheva, well, the best in this the sprint race this season has been a 19th position, missing 1 target. She's missed 2 today. They came, both of them, in her prone shooting. Now Daria Blaszko, missing 1. You can see her
Lassú 92-ösen, na nézzük. Az első lövészet behibázott. Nézzük meg most.
It's been a long time since the World Championships were held there in, what was it, back in 1990. So I would say definitely at this part of the race, the latter numbers, the wind is kinder, especially on the left side of the range. Well, there you have it, 1-0 from Blaszko. And that time is excellent, actually. A really good performance from Blaszko.
Lea.
25-year-old, well, she's only had a 18th position as her best this year in this race, and a whole lot better today.
A első lövészetben kettőt hibázott, most pedig egyet, és kettőt végig. Hát, ez a Szlovenia sose legjobb éve, hát mondjuk ez azért, mert ugye fák lévén válták a legjobbakat, tehát egyből egy, Irina.
There is risk with that, but it's working so far for Kazakovic. Oh, isn't that interesting? The final shot, the rhythm was good, the routines were disciplined, and then that slight hesitation into the last shot. So 82 getting all the encouragement. Landschneider.
Lard Schneidert.
Legs at this stage over 1 kilometer left. Legs feel like they're exploding. The 23-year-old, well, not vastly experienced at all. This is her first World Championships, and to hit all 10 today, especially in these windy conditions, and at your first World Championships with all the pressure that is attached to that, I think she's done very well. Her best previously this year, only 45th actually. That was just after Christmas, missing one target. Today she's bettered that by hitting all 10. And look at this, it's going to be, is it going to be a top 20? Well, personal best it is. I think it could well be.
Eliza Kasparen közben. Eliza Kasparen.
What will survive, I should say. Landschneider is in the top 20, maybe just ahead of Briza Boucher. Well, put your best in place, the best of the whole season at a World Championships. No complaints there from the coaching staff. Much better to come over the years, I'm quite sure, when you show this kind of performance as a 23-year-old. So the athletes spilling over the line, collapsing as they cross the line.
Landschneider azért nem ment rosszul. Na nézzük ki ezeket célra.
And the tail end is just coming in now. 96 in to shoot from a field of 99.
Slovenia.
Lena Repins coming in.
Lena Reping. Hát, érkezik a fiatal generáció a szlovénokhoz, de nem olyan jó eredményekkel, mint ahogy kéne. Az első lövészetben már 3-at hibázott. Hát szerintem neki nem lesz meg a legjobb platformon kerülés már. Egyet már hibázott.
And this is our first ever major international experience. Hasn't experienced World Cup racing. 3 and then 2,
esélytelen a szlovénok egy eredmény.
She's a lot better than that. She often shoots better than that, but possibly the age, the inexperience and international competition. But I think a very bright prospect for the future for Slovenian biathlon. Obviously the coach will feel the same way to bring her into a World Championships race. Liana crossed the line there. So the closing stages, that was Ida Lien just coming across good position, 16th position for the Norwegian. Lashko coming up, well, 6.6 kilometers, just 900 meters to go, 103 behind. That's very, very good. 12th position. Coach is doing the job to try and bring out another couple of seconds. So Lashko just as the snow falls towards the end of the day here, or was that just snow falling off the trees? I think it might have been. Kasheva coming in. Fearless shooting there. Rapid fire. Well, only 11 seconds to the first shot. One of the fastest shooting performances today. And looking for a top 30. The timings are quite tight down here. Maybe it will last. Just having a look at the timings for top 30. Yeah, should be comfortably within. Well, it all turns very, very close as you get to 30th position. And the end, 32nd position. On the upside, very close tomorrow in the pursuit competition. Michaela Carrara. 900 meters to go. Another talented athlete from the Italians, brought into World Championships early. 23 with just 900 meters left. Zakovic, Katerinburg. Well, I'm trying to think of big names. Sergei Chepikov, the best of names for that city to represent at Olympics. He won many Olympic medals. In fact, he raced at 6 Olympic Games. Lashko looking for her best this season.
Ugye hónap ugye lesz a két üdöző verseny, tehát meg egy ilyen kéttapos szünet, és utána pedig volt a VB.
And a real good start tomorrow. 14th position for Lashko, missing one target. So Lashko 112 behind. Well, just what, 6 seconds from 11th, top 10 almost in touching distance. Well, the three sisters, Gasparian sisters, racing for Switzerland today. Selena looked like it was going to be her best day of the season, and then she went and missed the last 2 shots. Oh, I think I might have found Patrick towards the end of the race.
Been off in the wilds, yeah. Well, it's been a long one. But what a race, Mike, and so interesting to see. As always, there's always a surprise name in these events who comes through to shine today. Absolutely astonishing.
What a day. She has shown that ski speed, hasn't she, since the first races of the season. But she's never shown us a 0-0, and she's put it together when needed most. Some of these races, she's missed, what, 6 targets in this race. Today, the perfect score.
Difficult conditions, so much harder than the men's race yesterday, where the conditions were kind, but you know, Eckhoff going 10 with 10, Sola likewise. What about Lisa Vitozzi, Mike? Delighted to see her going well, but the last 2.5K really caught her out.
It did. We saw that in when you look at her times. She lost some 12-13 seconds on the last lap of the mixed relay. But I also thought that a length of time to take the last shot, 25 seconds, that really was a setback for her. And what a difference that would have made, those 25 seconds, but she did get the target.
But she was a little unfortunate in the fact that the wind was very, very strong when she came in for that standing shoot. And the coaches, I think, justified in putting all the favourites early on because the conditions slightly kinder for those in Group 1.
Good.
It was initially a little kind of stand shooting, the left side of the range for the very latter part of this race. You can still see it's gusting though in the stadium. And Elisa, and I think the Swiss athletes, the main names in the Swiss team going later, that was obviously a decision from the coach to try and get the better conditions. Maybe it hasn't worked out.
Yeah, 18 men yesterday within 1 minute of each other. We've only got a spread of 10 athletes within a minute today, with Hannah Erberg down in 58.8 behind. But she's still dangerous. The pursuit tomorrow, I think Dorothea Vera will enjoy it, Mike. Starting 20, she's the sort of athlete that can make it to the top 5.
Absolutely, that's her aim.
I made a note of the athletes that tend to do really well in the pursuits, which generally means they do really badly in the sprints. Brézard Boucher is one of them. Simon is the other, and Julie Simon at the moment down in 28th place. Brézard Boucher didn't have a good day, and of course Dorothea Vera. So all those athletes are in a position to make a charge tomorrow.
I'm thinking also Tandrevold. Remember, we were amazed with Tandrevold. She shot 0-4 in this race last year, finishing 57th, but she made it all the way up to 14th. One of the best climbs we've ever seen. So it is possible, even from a long way back, but you need to hit the perfect 20.
And of course, Tyrolekov making a little bit of history with 4 sprint wins in a row. That takes some doing. And Neuner is, I think, the only other athlete to have won 4 sprints in succession. That was back in 2012.
A long time ago, and it's rare, isn't it, to have that form. And interesting, Tyrolekov's interview, she seemed very surprised that she managed to hit all 10 today, but she seems to me to be in a very relaxed, a very calm place, and that's what you need in windy shooting.
Yeah, winning time 21:18, which is about standard for the women's sprint. We've had a couple of quicker runs this year. Eckhoff did a 19:38 earlier on in the season. And Mike, she's now won 50% of her sprints this season. 4 wins, 2 of them have come with the perfect shoot.
Quite incredible, and the form that she has in terms of her ski speed. She said her legs were very tired on the last lap. She said her technique went all over, but it still looked very smooth to me. What about Herman? Best shoot of her season, but unfortunately 4th position for her, but confidence for tomorrow.
Yeah, one more hit, and she was the gold medalist, but there are quite a few athletes who could say that.
Yeah, and Reuschland sadly missing 2 there in the stand shoot, taking her chances away today, but, well, maybe she'll be looking at tomorrow. Sarah Budry just coming towards the end of her race. Started well with 5 hits thrown, but you can't get away with missing 3 out of 5 standing. And she won't start tomorrow, unfortunately. Won't make the cut-off, the top 60 starting in the pursuit tomorrow. Sarah from Canmore, what a beautiful town that is, and the venue for the 88 Olympics.
So Budry across the line pretty much to wrap up this sprint race. Tyrolekov is the gold medalist and the world champion in the sprint event here in Pokjuka.
Az itt a hivatalos végeredmény. Eckhoff a világbajnok, második Anna is Svaj, és a harmadik pedig Hanna még aki az érmes fiáka
It's interesting, and we've seen a sort of a maturity in Eckhoff this year where she's holding herself back. In the old days she would just attack. So I think she may well be composed tomorrow, but Chevalier and Boucher with a faster time today. Surprise.
Yeah, and just looking down the list of top 10, Mike, where's your money for the pursuit tomorrow? Or is it all your money on Eckhoff?
Ekov, I'm not sure. I would love to say that I have total confidence, but we often see her having one bad visit to the range, so that may spice things up. But I still feel good about Florence. She lost a lot of time to get in the range. It's quite open tomorrow with, well, 45 seconds, well, 49 seconds back to Heike. That's our season's best today.
Yeah, and if the wind stays like this, it's going to be a shooting game. There are plenty who ski fast, and Selena Gasparin was just sensational today. She's done absolutely nothing this year. Got the call up for the mixed relay, and she's rewarded the coaches with a 15th place, but missing 2 in the stand. Had she gone clear, she was looking at a possible medal. I think she probably would have been 4th or 5th, but certainly the best we've seen from her this season. Dunkley much better for the United States, up in the top 20, having shot clear. Not quite the ski speed, and Dorothea Vera down in 20. Well, Zakopane, the host city for the latest round of ski jumping, and that is coming up next on Eurosport with David Goldstrom. Should be a fantastic event, so do stay tuned for that. And remember, we have a double header from the Biathlon World Championships tomorrow. The pursuits for both the men and the women. It will be Ponsaloma of Sweden who heads off in the men's, and Tiril Eckhoff of Norway who goes in the women's.
Tiril, they say winning is hard, confirming is even harder. 5 years later, you did it.
Yeah. Well, that's all from Pokjuka for now. 24 hours to recover. It's a brutal
Today,
program.
It looked like you really took your time
in a good position.
to find
Norway
everything
back
under
to the
control.
top of the medal table.
Can you tell us?
Taking that position over the last 24 hours, but Norway now with 2 goals. One from the mixed relay and one from Tiril Eckhoff. But Sweden, I think, will be happy with the way things have gone, Mike, so far.
They will. Hannah Uber will be disappointed.
You said you were an underdog feeling coming in.
Nagyon nehéz.
Yeah, maybe not the underdog, but I'm very, very pleased today, and yeah, very happy.
You should be. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Ez egy nagyon-nagyon szép nap volt, és nagyon boldog vagyok, hogy világbajnok vagyok. És hogy a képen látható Hanna Szóla lett a harmadik. És a másik pedig Anaïs Chevalier. Szóval most már a franciáknak már a nőknél is van egy ezüstérem már ez biztos, úgyhogy
Hello Paris, this is David. Simon, if you can hear me. Mr. Goldie. Hello. Hello Simon. Are you there? Hello Paris, this is David for sound check for ski jumping. Hello, hello. Hello Paris.
ha így jár a Sakági. Ekkor vezeti, utána jön 28 pont hátrány a Új-Zéland. Vannak itt nagyon sok nevek. Ugyanúgy. Nagyon nagy cél van. Hát reméljük, hogy azért holnap nem lesz ilyen. Nagyon nagy cél, mert nem lenne jó, hogyha el kéne halasztani az üldözéses versenyt. És itt van a világkupa. Eckhoff átvette a vezetést 14 pont előnnyel. Úgyhogy Eckhoff nagyon belehúzott, hogy meg akar nyerni a világkupát. És ugye ne felejtsük, hogy Oszlóba nem megy el a világkupa, ugyanis ugye tudjátok, hogy ugye most ugye az a hír van, hogy a norvégok nem engednek be senkit, úgyhogy nem lesz megrendezve a síelőknek a világkupa fordulója, a sífutóknak se, a síelőknek se, meg ugye hát a északi összetettnek semméknek sem. Ez lett kihozva, ez az új törvény sajnos. Szóval tényleg a holnap 14 másodperc előnnyel fog indulni Chevalier elől. Úgyhogy lesz egy kis előnye, de nem sok, úgyhogy mind a férfi verseny, mind a női izgalmas lesz holnap. És akkor megnézzük a hivatalos a hivatalos eredményhirdetést, úgyhogy ugye készülnek. Szarvas meg a Manó már készül. Díjátadóra, hogy látom. És akkor majd hallhatunk egy norvég himnuszt. Úgy, mint ugye a vegyes fátó során. Az ezüstérem, mi majd ugye Chevaliernak nyakába fog lógni. Lassan már érkezik a három hölgy versenyző, lassan már érkezniük kell.
sprint jubileus prvenstvá u Biathlonu Pokjuka 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony of the women's 7.5 km sprint of the IU World Championships Biathlon Pokjuka 2021.
És akkor érkezik. És akkor érkeznek a versenyzők a díjátadóra.
Medalje i priznanja Gustav Prviga, dr. Franz Steiner, član IVU izvršnega odbora in pa gospod Ico Sprika, predsednik Smučarske zveze Slovenije. Ladies and gentlemen, medals of the West will be presented by Dr. Franz Steiner, IVU Executive Board member.
A Szlovénia Síszövetség és a Biathlonnak a igazgatója egymás mellett. A harmadik helyzet Hanna Szóla.
Bronze medalist representing Russia, Hanna Szóla.
És akkor a második helyzet Anaïs Chevalier-Boucher. És akkor jön a világbajnok Tyrell Eckhoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor the world champion, the national anthem of Norway.
Hát akkor ez volt a hivatalos végeredmény. A hivatalos eredmény hirdetés, úgyhogy egy kis rajzmánykép reggelről. Kell áthőni. Na jó van, srácok. Akkor Tiridekov nyerte. Én ezekkel a képekkel búcsúzom. Jók lehetek. Jó éjszakát. És akkor ugye holnap találkozunk. Jó éjszakát. Sziasztok.